Everybody, good to see you. I'm not sure if it's still okay to say Happy New Year, but I will say Happy New Year. So appreciate everyone being present as we usher in the weekend. Uh, Hopefully a little bit warmer weather as well. But welcome to Relax, Mastering Stress and Anxiety. As we like to, just again, 15-minute event. We'll talk about the February, March dates going forward, and just spending this time together to really talk briefly about how we can really master stress, what's causing us stress, and then participating in that mindfulness exercise. So today, I think we just really wanted to spend a minute or two talking about a really unhelpful thought that I think we can have. This idea if I'm being still, if I'm being quiet, I'm not doing anything. I think we have this idea that we always have to be doing, we always have to be going. And while sometimes that can really be helpful and I think can allow us to accomplish many things and experience many achievements, I also think it can create a scenario where we're never taking time to just be able to be present. And, I think the idea is that being present can be a present to us, really being able to be in the moment. And that's why I appreciate everyone participating and being here. I know that this, even though it's just 15 minutes, it takes time, it takes a commitment. And yet I think being present and being still is a skill. Being still is a skill that as we practice it, we're more able to integrate it into our everyday moments, which then allows us to be more in the moment. And that's really what we're trying to do with all of this, right? Being more present because our mind is so good at taking us to the future and bringing us back into the past. And when it does those things, when it brings us back into the past or projects us into the future, it's usually those places where we're experiencing more stress and more distress and more worry. And so today, we're really, during our mindfulness, really just going to focus on indeed being present in the moment, that place where we don't have to judge, change, fix what's going on. We don't have to try to change or solve our thoughts or feelings, and really just be present. So why don't we go ahead then and practice that and spend some time being in the present moment. So you can go ahead and sit comfortably, and if you're in a place where you can do so, you can go ahead and close your eyes. And if everyone just wants to go ahead and mute, um, that would be great. And then you can begin by just taking a few deep breaths. You can notice where it is you're sitting, becoming aware of your feet, where they make contact with the floor. Wherever it is you're sitting, if you're sitting in a chair or in a couch, just noticing your back and where it makes contact with that chair or couch. You can become aware of all the different sounds around you. And then you can bring your attention to your breathing, noticing the pattern to your breathing, becoming aware of your stomach rising as you breathe in and falling as you breathe out. Noticing your stomach rise again as you inhale, falling as you exhale. And as you're noticing your breathing, perhaps reflecting on how your breath is an anchor that can always bring you back to the moment. You can always just notice and be present and observe your stomach rising and falling as you inhale and exhale. And as you're noticing your breathing, it's likely that thoughts and feelings and memories will arise. You may notice how our thinking and feeling and memories, they happen in the moment, but so often they're pulling us into the past or future. And so if you're noticing your mind do that, just see if you can acknowledge that's happening. You don't have to criticize your mind. You don't have to try to fix or solve those thoughts or feelings or memories or sensations. You can notice them, watch them, observe them, and gently returning your attention to your breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in again and breathing out. More thoughts, feelings, memories will likely emerge. Just noticing this is the mind doing as it's created to do. Our hearts beat, our lungs breathe, our minds think and feel and remember. Noticing what it's like to not have to argue with, not have to solve, not have to try to fix or run away from whatever it is your mind is saying. Perhaps noticing that your mind is thinking and feeling and remembering in the present moment. Your thoughts and feelings and memories might at times pull you away from the moment. And again, that's okay. It's just the mind doing as the mind does. And as soon as you notice that a thought or a feeling or memory has pulled you away, and just catch that and gently return your attention to the moment and to your breath, noticing your stomach rising as you breathe in and falling as you breathe out. Noticing your stomach rise again as you inhale and falling as you exhale. More thoughts, feelings, memories will likely emerge. Perhaps just reflecting on how your thoughts and feelings and memories, your mind is a part of you, but it's not you. There's a space, some room between you and those thoughts and feelings and memories. So you can notice them, you can catch them. You can observe that small space between you and your mind. And as there are moments when particular thoughts or feelings or memories or sensations pull you away, or maybe when there are distractions in the environment, sounds around you, and just seeing if you can gently acknowledge whatever it is that's distracted you, not having to fight it. If you notice a thought or that distraction was bad or shouldn't have thought that thought, even if you notice the thought, I should just be present, just catching and noticing whatever it is that pulled you away from the moment, and gently returning your attention to your breathing, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in again and breathing out. And as you're noticing your breathing, perhaps just to take a moment to reflect on how you've spent these minutes practicing being present. That doesn't mean there weren't moments where you were pulled away, maybe thoughts about what you need to do after this. It doesn't mean that there weren't distractions around you. But taking a moment to just consider how you've committed and dedicated this time to just be still, to allow yourself to be present, to observe, to notice. Just reflecting on that space of being present and what it's like to take a few moments, a few minutes, to not have to fight with your mind, not have to try to solve thoughts and feelings. Just observing and noticing, and bringing your attention back to your breathing, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in again and breathing out. And now you can once again become aware of where it is you're sitting, noticing your feet when they make contact with the ground. You can become aware of all the different sounds around you. And go ahead and breathe deeply a few times. You're ready, you can open your eyes. Well, very good. It's again great to see everyone. Appreciate you taking the time to be here. Just the upcoming Stress Mastery events, Friday the 23rd of February will be at noon, and then Friday, March 15th at noon as well. And again, if you wanted to ever go back and view these 15-minute relax sessions, you can just go to that YouTube channel there. So again, good to see everybody. Happy New Year, and looking forward to seeing you all in February. Take care.